Three, two, one. Hello and welcome to episode 276 of Ruse Radio. We are back at it again with a very special guest. Please introduce yourself.
All right, everybody has a hard time to pronounce my name. My name is Saku Yanagawa. I'm a Japanese stand-up comedian based in Chicago.
You experience that? People have a hard time pronouncing your name?
Once they know my name.
I would think it's easy.
Yeah, once they know at least. But I have so many A's, like Saku Yanagawa, SakuyanaGawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But it's Yanagawa,
yeah,
right?
Perfect, yeah.
See, that's how I would read it. But yeah. I feel people should probably... Yanagawa. I imagine you get Yanagawa a lot. Yanagawa? Yanagawa?
Luckily, I can't tell the difference between Yanagawa and Yanagawa.
Unagawa?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of all the ways people
are fucked up, so don't worry about it. Yeah.
I mean, it's like my rap name is Ruse, and people say Russ, because Russ is another rapper.
No, okay.
And it happened right after I started making music. He started making music. I swear I was Ruse first, but it's been following me my whole rap career. Everybody's like Russ, and I just have to say you know.
Yeah.
When people get your name wrong, I feel like
right,
when people don't know your name, the best thing you can do is just nod and not correct them. I think. Like, even though you want to, especially if you know them well. Like if you've met them a bunch of times and they should know your name by now, and they get your name wrong, it's kind of funny to like let them think that you are someone else. But yeah, I mean, Saku, if you were to introduce yourself to the people, if they've never met you before, if they've never seen your comedy, they've seen nothing. What would you say to the people if they're being introduced to you?
I just talk about some bullshit on stage in my second language. I've been doing comedy for 15 years. And before that, I played baseball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I moved to the States for baseball first, but I went back to Japan right after that. And then I didn't know what to do, but I saw the TV program about stand-up comedian in Japan, who is about who's doing comedy for 20 years in New York. And I thought, wow, that was cool, because I didn't know what stand-up comedy was at that time. But I flew to New York next day, skipping the class in college. That's how I became a stand-up comedian 15 years ago.
And did it work out right away, or how does that
I
start?
did my first open mic in New York next day, and on that show, there was a visiting stand-up comedian from the second city. Then she found me, and she was like, hey, do you want to do a Sunday morning open mic at the second city? Then I didn't know. It was weird, because Sunday morning open mic is not natural, right? I can tell right now, but I didn't know at that time. So I flew to Chicago next day, and I did Sunday morning open mic in front of a bunch of like 65-year-old white women.
So is it Sunday morning open mic's not like a normal open mic? It's more of a show?
Yeah, but only old people, and
okay.
So friendly, lovely, supportive, and I fell in love with Chicago, so because it's a world famous second city, right?
Yeah.
And I loved it, and I live in Chicago 15 years.
Yeah, and I mean, how has your comedy changed since then? Like, how does it change over time?
For 15 years?
Yeah, because I mean, I imagine that's a big...
I just improved my English.
That's a lot of it?
I'm also like...
You could probably go back and track your English getting better.
Yeah, for sure. And I understood American culture little by little, gradually. So
yeah. And I imagine maybe part of that would lend to the comedy even, right? Like getting used to American culture and adapting to it. Like it's probably part of your stage persona in this strange way.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I gained 30 pounds.
Oh, really? Over the 40, years?
Yeah, I don't know the pounds, but
I cannot gain. I'm 27. I haven't gained weight since I was, I don't even know, 15,
When
16.
I was 27... I said the same thing probably.
Yeah.
Because it was 2019. Then, when I was 28, COVID happened.
Oh.
So stayed home. It's fucking bullshit, right? I kept eating.
Yeah, eating habits changed.
Yeah. I cannot get back anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, my problem is I really like sweet food and I like sugary food. Like I love it, but it's not even like it makes me fat. It just makes me not feel good. Like that's where I'm at right now. I know when I get older, it's gonna make me fat. But right now, it's like, I don't even like if I overindulge, if I eat a lot of candy, it's not like when I was a kid. Okay, I get that now. I understand what the adults were talking about, but I'm not at the point where I'm getting fat yet.
I get a sweet tooth, and the whole of my family have diabetes. But I can't stop eating sweet stuff. But the thing is, in this country, like candy, cake, anything, extremely sweet.
Everything's got sugar in it.
Compared to Japan.
Well, and it's crazy. So in Japan, is it not so bad? Because it actually drives me crazy how, if you buy things without sugar in them, like the ketchup, no sugar, because they sell that. I don't think that's bad. I think it tastes fine because I would rather have ketchup with no sugar and no, it doesn't have sugar in it, and not fake sugar, no sweetener, just no sugar, just no sweetener, no nothing. Just give me ketchup. Why does everything have to have sugar in it? And it doesn't have to be ketchup, right?
I'd rather eat tomato though.
How about orange juice? Why do they put extra sugar in orange juice?
Honestly,
it doesn't even make sense. It's literally natural sugars in the juice. And so stuff like that, it makes no sense to me. In Japan, is there less sugar? And I know in Mexico, it's just as bad because Mexican candy, there's so much sugar in Mexican candy.
I heard
Mexicans love ice cream too. They're all about ice cream.
Kit Kat is different. I love. I prefer actually American Kit Kat to Japanese Kit Kat. More sugar,
more
sugar.
Flavors with Japanese Kit Kats.
I think so, matcha or like other stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Matcha.
Tiramisu.
I've seen a bunch of them because if you go to Chinatown, they have a lot of the foreign ones, but you don't see them anywhere else unless you're traveling or you go to one of those foreign stores. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in America, I think it's just maybe white chocolate. I don't even think they sell much other than that. I think it's just white chocolate, and then every now and then you'll see some special thing they're doing. Kit Kats are a really good choice, though. Is that your favorite candy? Would you say it's your favorite? Reese's is my favorite candy. Reese's 100%.
It's peanut butter? Yeah.
Peanut butter and chocolate. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm supposed to be allergic to peanut. But I love to eat.
You eat it anyway.
I love to take a risk because, I don't know, one time out of 10, I get like when I eat peanut, so like a Russian roulette.
You think you're a little bit allergic?
Yeah.
See, I always think, man, is being allergic like one day you just get poisoned? Is that what it's like? You're just eating and I feel like I've been poisoned. Yeah. And that's how you find out you're allergic. But you've been through this. I've never heard this before. So you're allergic to peanuts. Yeah. But you're not 100% allergic. 100%.
It's same as like my batting average. 100, so I have to take a risk. Take a big swing. Sometimes it's home run, but sometimes it's a swing and miss. So
that's why that's a risk you gotta take. It is what it is. If you really like peanuts, that's the thing. If you really, I love peanuts, so I can understand what you're saying. I love peanut butter. I can eat peanut butter by itself. I don't know if you feel that way, but
that's really American, yeah.
Oh my god, I love peanuts. Like peanuts on, like if there was like a peanut sauce I could put on ice cream, I would love that. Reese's ice cream's the best. Like basically anything with peanuts, I like, and that's why peanut chocolate is really like Snickers. Peanuts. Almond Joy, peanuts. Well, I guess almonds, but that's close enough, right? So you're not allergic to other nuts. Can you eat a cashew?
No,
cashews might
honestly,
be okay.
every single nuts, make me nuts.
Nuts can make you go nuts. You go Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs.
And the Nutella.
Nutella, I think that's real nuts. I think so.
Hazelnuts.
I don't actually know. Hazelnut. You're right. That's what it is. There's a whole I still haven't been to the Nutella store downtown. You've been here 15 years. Have you been there?
I pass by all the time.
I've heard it's a lot of tourism. I've heard it's always tourists. Well, I think that's why. It's tourists, right? And it's like a. And even if you're like a local, you probably wouldn't want to go because it's
same as Starbucks reserved, right?
It's always reserved. It's always packed with people, and I don't know. Maybe it's nice. Maybe it's okay. I just feel like it's probably. Like, what kind of, really you just want the Nutella dessert and you can't even go. You probably would do it. You probably would eat the nuts.
Probably have like a coffee, some coffee mocha or something.
Gosh. before you got here, I was cramming for all my things. We both were running late, and that's the one thing I didn't get to do was make more coffee. You said coffee, and it made me sad. I'm addicted to coffee. Are you addicted to coffee?
Well,
you drink a lot. You drink caffeine.
If coffee disappeared suddenly, probably it takes 10 days for me to recognize.
Have you went 10 days without coffee? Have you ever done that?
I can do probably. I mean,
have you done it though?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, see, I don't think I've ever done that.
When I went to Africa.
No coffee at all?
People didn't drink. I mean, I stayed with my comedians' friends. Then they didn't drink.
No
more
tea.
People, yeah.
Okay.
Even though they produce such a great coffee in Rwanda, I went to Rwanda, but I didn't drink coffee.
Okay, but you did drink tea.
Yeah.
Because the caffeine is really what the addiction is. And tea is a lot lower and the caffeine content. Have you ever read how different
Red Bull,
it is?
Yeah, Red Bull.
Oh, well, there you go.
About it, yeah.
It doesn't count.
If your question was like, did you take caffeine?
I see. Well, you're right.
Yeah.
If we were going just off of coffee, you're right. Yeah. But really, I'm thinking about caffeine because that's really what makes it addictive. Like I can I cannot drink coffee if I'm drinking tea. I can do that.
Okay.
Or if I drink like soda. But if you ever go days without any caffeine, I actually dare you to try it. I dare you to try it out because you will feel so different. You feel
really
because there's the first day you feel tired and grog because your body is so used to the caffeine, so your baseline is used to this, right? It's like how you wake up in the morning and oh man, I don't really feel awake until I drink the coffee, until I drink the caffeine.
Okay.
And so that becomes a part of your daily routine. Every day you drink coffee, every day you drink tea. And so what happens if you just cut out all of that and actually don't drink any caffeinated beverage at all for a week? And my experience is like after the first couple days, I'll get really tired. I'll kind of like want to nap more, and I'll feel like my body's like trying to tell me to sleep. And then all of a sudden, I'll feel like super awake. And if you drink the coffee while you're super awake, like after you haven't drank coffee for 4 or 5 days, so your body has adjusted to that. Then you drink the coffee and you realize how powerful caffeine is because it's you take it for granted. It's just you're always drinking it. You don't even realize. And just imagine like hundreds of years ago when they didn't even have access to all this coffee, all this tea. I mean,
what did they do?
Maybe in Japan tea has always been around, and in Asian countries tea has always been very popular. But I mean, even tea like. Coffee is a whole other thing. Coffee is strong. And I want to say coffee's within the last few hundred years. Coffee was not popularized until the last 500 years or so.
Like Coke and coffee, it's like it looks so dark, right?
Yeah, and it's thick.
Yeah,
it is thick.
And I don't know, like it's far from clear water, right?
No, tea is much different.
Who the fuck?
I mean,
first person drink that shit.
Really, one is herb water, and the other one is bean water. That's really the difference.
Yeah, different. Yeah.
But I wonder. I actually have a book over there that I've been meaning to read. There's a lot of books in this room off camera.
That's cool. Coffee, tea.
You can see it. Yeah, the book of coffee and tea.
That's cool. Wow.
And I remember reading like the first page, and I think that's why I know that thing about coffee being within the last few hundred years because I read the first page of that book. But yeah, I'm sure that breaks it all down. I would be interested to know what the first version of coffee would be, right? Like, because it can't just be coffee. Maybe. Because maybe they just had beans, they smashed these beans and they tried to make the beans into tea, and so it's just a really crude tea. It's a very
in Turkey or somewhere.
Yes, you're right.
The goat was jumping and the people recognized, wow, there must be something, right?
I don't know the rest of the story, but I know that there's a Turkish coffee shop near where the gym is, where I'm from in Flint, and it's like
they have Flint.
Yeah, so
I'm from Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan. Well, Swartz Creek, right next to Flint. I moved to Flint.
Okay.
I got poisoned.
That's why you drink coffee instead of water.
Hey, it's filtered through the water.
Okay, yeah.
But you know what? I would actually go to my mom's house. She lived like a neighborhood away, and I would still get water in jugs from her house and bring it to my house just in case. I did take showers in my Flint house. So I don't know. Maybe I have superpowers. I think that's how you get superpowers. I'm pretty sure. Like Spider-Man got bit by a spider. I bathed in Flint water.
Yeah. Even when I was in Japan, I knew Flint for water.
You know what's so funny? Yeah. So I've always been near Flint, and I used to think about it like Flint and Chicago, because you'd see them on the same list. Mm-hmm. They're both listed in the top murder per capita.
Oh, wow.
They're in the top 10. And so that's how I've always thought about it, is they're both like murder cities. But then eventually Flint graduated and became a water city, a poisoned water city. And that's everybody you mention Flint to. Ever they think about poison water. But if you mention Chicago, it's still violence, it's still crime. But it used to be the same. They used to think violence and crime with Flint. Detroit's violence and crime, but I would also say it's, what do you call it? Do you know what I want to say an urban prairie. Do you know what that is? Yeah. So I think that's kind of what the state, or also what is a Rust Belt town. That's also a staple of that. Like also Gary, Indiana. Detroit is like an evolved Gary, Indiana. It's like if Gary, Indiana actually had infrastructure and hope.
Do you know the town which has the biggest Japanese population in Midwest?
No.
In Michigan, actually.
Oh, really? I have no idea.
Novi.
Where is that?
Close to Detroit. Novi.
Really?
Novi.
I'm familiar with the name.
A lot of car-related companies.
Wow. Yeah. So people, like, there's car manufacturing. And has it been that way for a long time throughout history?
I think so. Then I still remember, like, late 80s, a lot of Japanese car got exported to the States, right? From Japan.
Yeah.
And then in Detroit, a lot of, like, Ford company, shut down because of Japanese cars, right? Then a lot of people got laid off.
Yep, and that's what happened to Detroit. It's all these places. That's what happened to Flint. It's the same thing.
One white guy got mad at Japanese guy.
Yeah, it's called in the white flight. That's what they call it. Yeah.
You know the story? Then when he was walking down the street, he found Asian guy. Then he thought he was Japanese. So he beat.
What year was this? I don't know this story actually.
I think late 80s or early 90s.
And where? Detroit?
Detroit. That guy got killed.
You don't know anybody's name. You don't know his name. I wonder. But it must have been a big story at the time.
The guy was actually Chinese American.
Yeah. And it was obviously a racial crime, and it was obviously related to auto manufacturing.
Japanese,
Wow, because people were so upset about the auto manufacturing and these other cars.
That kind of like an accident and happens sometimes. Also, like another famous one. It's not related to like a car companies, but it's also probably 1990, early 1990s. Japanese exchange student. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, visited white man's house in Halloween with, Saturday Night Fever's costume.
Yeah.
And then he was like, stranger came in, right? Then actually he went wrong address. And then the guy said, the owner said, no, freeze. But we Japanese people cannot tell the difference between L and R, right? So he thought the owner said please instead of freeze. So he kept coming in and he got shot and got killed.
Oh my God. No way.
So my English teacher in junior high school told me that's why you have to keep studying English so that you don't get shot in America.
Wow.
Freeze and please is huge different.
Oh my gosh.
Huge, yeah.
Have you ever seen that video of it's like the craziest cop video I think I've ever seen. And it's the cop, he's got an assault rifle pointed down an alleyway. And he's telling this kid, he's like, put your hands on your head, come this way, now get on your knees. Don't move, stop, move. Like he keeps telling the kid like stop turning, like because as if the kid is turning, but when it's all on video, and if you're watching the video, it doesn't. The kid's just scared because the cop's pointing a gun at him, yelling these commands, and the kid, I can't remember if the kid was guilty or not guilty or what the story was, but it's a crazy video because, I mean, and the cop ended up shooting the kid and killing him. That's the end of the video. The cop shoots him and kills him because he thought he moved. And the question became, did the kid move? Was the kid going for, does the cop have reasonable suspicion to shoot this person? But for the last 2 minutes of this kid's life, the guy's yelling at him. Yeah, of course he's freaking out, like not knowing exactly how to follow the orders. He's like probably 17 years old or whatever. It's a crazy video. So like when you tell me that story, oh my God, if a cop was pointing a gun at me, I've seen enough videos of cops in America. I'm like, I don't know what I would do if a cop had a gun pointed at me.
I was surprised when I came to the States so much, because in my country, police are completely different from American police.
What is it like from where you're from?
I have a lot of police friends back in my country.
Well, I would assume that maybe the citizens of your country, maybe they would have more trust in the institutions of the government, and so because of that, they would have more trust
especially
in the police.
For example, like if you get fucked up on the street, you sleep, for example, right? You end up sleeping on the street, police find you, and they give you a free ride.
Yeah.
Also,
really?
Yeah.
That could happen in America, but that's common.
I have a lot of friends, who are cops. Most of them said that they have never shot the guns.
Really?
Yeah. But when they join the police academy, all they have to do is to master judo. Yeah, the first one. Yeah, instead of using gun, they have to play judo.
Really?
Do the crime, But
I wonder if their training is more rigorous too.
Yeah,
because that's something a lot of people get upset about with America. I think it's like 6 weeks to become a cop. Maybe it's 6 months. I don't know. I might be saying it wrong. 6 months might be still. I don't know how long it takes, because I know my mom's a nurse. It took her years to become a nurse. It takes a long time to do that.
It takes 20 years to become real sushi chef in Japan.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
20 is too much, but
No way.
I exaggerate. But that's kind of true. But I think American police, I got surprised. I love to watch like a campus PD or cops.
Well, are you talking about Campus PD or the original Cops show?
Both.
Because that's the one like Bad Boys. What you doing?
Yeah. And I realized they're master of WWE technique.
Yeah, like entertainment wise.
Yeah.
How so? Like, what makes them so good at it?
Knock down on every single school kids, right?
Yeah.
And
you know what? Always like it's kind of. Because that's become popular now. Like, those are actually videos on YouTube you can find. Like, there's these YouTube channels where it's just cop cam videos, just whole channels of this.
Yeah.
And they're actually uncut. So it's almost more interesting than the cops show, because you get to see a whole 30 minutes of a cop pulling over. There's one where a cop pulls over another cop, and they have to, like, the cop's clearly drunk, the one that they pull over.
That could happen.
And it's the deputy. And I'm pretty sure it was their boss. And so they had to, like, make the call, because obviously, like,
because I always I always think when I go to the bar in suburbs in Chicago, the bar's parking lot is so huge, and a lot of cars, but that's why I thought in America drunk and drive is fine.
But bar parking lots make no sense. Just the idea of a bar parking lot is crazy.
Yeah, that's.
And I remember there's where I'm from in Flint. There was a bar. I remember just going there, and their parking lot is crazy that drunk people even managed to park there, because it was one of those ones. It didn't even have parking spots. It was a bunch of dirt. So they just kind of have to. Everyone has to figure out how to park correctly, and you have like 50 cars packed in this little lot, and drunk people stumbling out. And I remember one time I left and there was a cop car like sitting there, but I think like the cops got called for a particular reason, because it always makes me think when if I've ever left a bar and I'm drunk, I'm always thinking, like, especially if you're in someone else's car, like, how is a cop not, like, this would be the perfect jackpot place to sit outside of and like just wait for people to leave.
Right? Yeah.
So wait for the person who comes out and drives like this. And there you go. But I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe this just drunk driving is approved of. 'Cause I feel like that's actually closer to the truth. I think most people like I wonder how many people have drunk driven at least once. I wonder how many if there was a lie detector test, because a lot of people would lie to you about it. So I wonder what the actual truth is. I'll admit I've done it once. I will admit that, and I'm not proud of it. But I've driven drunker than I should have driven.
I've never driven any car in my life, even in Japan. But I admit I did once. I didn't submit the plastic bag in Mariano's.
Oh, terrible. How
right?
terrible. Yeah, it's shameful.
Many people do it, right? Yeah, I think that's, I'm a detective also. Like probably everybody did it once.
Yeah.
I did a double bag, because I bought eggs and orange juice, like a heavy one. So, but I didn't. I said, this one.
I have gone overboard with the bags. I go crazy with because the thing is, I told you, I work pretty far from here. So when I'm leaving my work, there's a Jewel Osco nearby, and they're open pretty late. So I'll go in there and I'll get groceries, and I'll like have to triple bag, and I'll have all of these bags, and it'll be too late by the time I'm at the front thing buying everything. I've already got all the stuff, so now I just have to find a way to carry it all home, because I'm talking, even once I get off the train, it's still, I have to go another half a mile carrying these bags. I feel like it's a good exercise, but it's
I don't do it.
I'm talking like 2 gallons of milk sometimes.
Oh my god.
Like pounds of meat.
Okay. 2 gallons of milk? Wow.
Dude, I go crazy with it, man. Like, I get all my groceries because I'm like, oh, I'm leaving my work. Jewel's right there. Why not get my groceries now? Especially if, like, I get to the train, I got to wait for the train. Perfect. I'll go over to Jewel, and then I just get everything. I'm bad at holding back, and not getting everything in the store. Like, if I actually had money and I was rich, oh, man, I would buy everything. I don't know how I would stop myself from buying things.
Yeah, I like it. That's why when I was watching documentary about Michael Jackson, for buying everything.
Of course he did.
Yeah, I wanted to be
he's probably one of the most successful music artists of all time.
From Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, from Gary, Indiana. Yep. Good, yeah. And famous since childhood, and also just, really talented too. Michael Jackson, just physically, even. He's just physically so talented as a dancer. So, and I think somebody was telling me about Michael Jackson too. He was the way he owned the rights to a lot of his music. Like, I think Eminem wrote a song about him, and he got the rights to that.
Yeah.
Like the Beatles, maybe something about that too, because I think that sounds familiar. Yeah. But there's and just even that, like, how much money could he possibly have? Because I imagine all that adds up too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Jackson, and it's crazy because if you actually go back and listen to his catalog, there's so many good Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Like, you think, because a lot of artists, there's a couple good ones where, this is a good song. Michael Jackson, it's like 10, 20, like, pop hits. Like, I think
he has still record, right?
He probably, he had it for a long time. I want to say Drake broke the record.
Oh, makes sense.
And Drake has had this thing where he wants to align himself with Michael Jackson in this way, I feel like. But the thing is about that, the caveat to that, the nuance of it, is that I don't think it means the same thing it used to ever since they started to include streaming into
for sure.
Because it used to be record sales. That's what these numbers used to mean. And now they include YouTube streams. Now they include if somebody listens, and there's
even social media.
Yeah. And so much of this is fake, even these bots streaming on Spotify and all this. Like, a lot of music artists that have a lot of streams probably don't have as many streams as you think they do. There's this thing called bot farms where literally it's like a bunch of computers just streaming people's music.
Yeah.
So, and they have ways to try to deal with this stuff, but there's only so much you can do. And so, yeah, there's also all that. So I would wonder how much Drake's #1 number means. Because Michael Jackson, for sure. Michael Jackson earned it. But Drake, I don't know. You could say he has all these #1 records, but Michael Jackson, I mean, come on.
I still remember like 15 years ago, in the Japanese like Billboard, like Japanese, ranking.
Yeah.
All the time, one Japanese idol group, female idol group, was the top one.
Oh, really?
Number one, because if people buy more than 2 copies of CD, they can shake hands to them. So people buy a lot of CDs. Then it become
so they can shake hands.
Yeah.
Is it like
they line up for just shaking hands?
Because they're such a big fan. Because they just love their music that much.
I mean, they love music too, but more like they support as an idol. It's more like they feel like they raise them.
Would you say it's similar to like how Americans look at celebrities, or like Americans idolize celebrities? And would you say it's similar to that?
Completely different, because I wrote a thesis about it when I was in college.
Yeah.
Japanese idol culture kind of became unique in 1970s.
Okay.
And the more innocent they are, the better.
Really?
So they don't have to be good at singing at all. They don't have to be like a superstar at all at first. Like for example, you can imagine in your classroom, there always is everyday girl, right?
Right.
They have the most potential as an idol. Then on TV, they grew up together with fans.
Did you ever see the movie Perfect Blue?
I've never watched. I know it.
Oh, you should really see that movie, because what you just said helped me understand that movie better. And I can't explain the movie much to you because it would kind of ruin it. But I want to say it's Japanese. I might be wrong. If you want to look it up, you go ahead. Perfect Blue. It's a very popular manga film, animated film. I don't want to say animated. I think it's manga would be the word. But it's so good. It inspired a lot of other like psychological films.
Okay, it's a Japanese anime. All right.
You'd like it because it's a lot about idol culture. A lot of it is based around this idea of idol culture and idol worship and what that does to the mind of someone. Being if you're the idol, if you're the person that's being idolized, or maybe if you're the person that's the crazy fan that's worshiping this person, what that might do to you, or all these other people who just like, because the thing you said about innocence, that's a big part of the movie, is they play on this idea of the character, like without spoiling too much. So the beginning of the movie, she's in this group and she's singing with the 2 girls. And she says, I have to leave the group. I regret to inform you guys I'm leaving the group. And then it's revealed that I think it's her mom, or maybe it's her manager, and then it's somebody else talking. And they're like, her next move for her career, she wants to be an actress. They want her to be an actress. And maybe she didn't really want to do that, or maybe she does. Maybe she's just doing what they're telling her to do. But then she gets this role on this show, and they're trying to figure out what to do with her. And all of a sudden, they turn the role really dark, and they want her to do all these things. Like, they're asking her to do something that's not something you'd ever expect one of these pop girls to do. And obviously, that's going to have this big effect on her image, whether she says yes or no to this. And what you just said to me helped me realize the weight of that in the movie, because I was thinking about it like, oh, that's just whatever. But I didn't realize that's like everything if you are a fan of somebody like that, because that's the entire culture of idolizing these groups. Is it's the innocence, and it's holding on to that. And as soon as you step away from that innocence and imperfection, you'd really like the movie, because it touches on the, and it's very popular for that. It does it in such a way where If you've ever heard of the movie, it's Natalie Portman. It's called Black Swan.
Yeah.
You've heard? Oh, so have you seen that? So that movie's inspired by Perfect Blue.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Like a lot of people actually. I haven't seen Black Swan, but a lot of people say that Black Swan is kind of ripping off Perfect Blue, and like they think Perfect Blue does it better because they're both doing the same thing with this alternate personality idea.
Yeah.
Is it two people? Is it one person? What was it all along?
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. It's really good.
Nice. I've never watched any anime in my life, honestly.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Me neither. I don't even really like I can never connect with anime. Every time I try to watch it, I'm like, I'd rather this be real people. Every single time. And people tell me, I can't tell you the amount of times people have said, oh, you got to watch this anime. This is the good one. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you're right. And every time I watch anime, it's like my brain just, even cartoons, like even animated anything. I just don't, my brain kind of turns off. I don't know what it is.
You need a real human, right? Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you say that because most people can watch animated. I'll say Pixar. I can watch 3D animated. 2D, maybe early Disney. Like if you like Aladdin,
that. And then more early, like a Bambi or like,
that stuff's
Snow
great.
White. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like the classic Disney movies. I mean, it's worth going back and watching a lot of them because I feel like kids now, they see the remake and they don't even know that like there's the original Aladdin. At my work, I keep looking over at the TV and I keep seeing the new Aladdin. And it kind of makes me sad because it's like they're not playing the old Aladdin. They're playing the new one with Will Smith.
Yeah.
The Robin Williams one is awesome. That movie's awesome. And, you know what's so cool about that is Robin Williams. Most of it's him ad-libbing, like him just saying.
I heard. Yeah.
I mean, where else in an animated movie do you have the guy just riffing?
That's why it's really hard for other countries' voice actors to do the same things.
What do you mean?
Because Disney always have so many languages, right? For so many countries, and for example, Japanese voice actor had to play a role of Robin Williams for Genie.
Oh, right.
But he did such a long ad lib, right?
Yeah.
Also a lot of inside jokes and a lot of American jokes, right? That's why Japanese voice actor had really hard time to doing.
Well, you know, it's funny. That goes both ways because a lot of these animated shows, whatever, like Naruto, Full Metal Alchemist, whatever it is, it has an English dub. It's not originally in English, but then you have the English dub. And people always make fun of the way that they talk in the English dub because it's like, why would you say that? I don't understand. It's just so overly dramatic and maybe some people like it more for that, and then other people don't feel like it captures the original intent of the voice actor.
Even in Japanese,
because they're a little bit exaggerated on the in Japanese.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody talks on the street like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Even like a samurai movie, they talk like right? Nobody talks like that. So even they don't even use samurai sword in the real life at that time.
That is how they talk in samurai movies. They talk very slow, like this, and it's almost as if everything they say is important.
Yeah, right. For example, like too many minds. No minds.
It's the breathiness of it because there's a little bit of breath in it too.
I've never met Japanese people who talk like that. Yeah,
right. Not even one.
Also, like people don't recognize. People always say to me like, "Oh, Saku, you have a Japanese accent when you speak English." But I'm like, it's not true. Right now, I'm doing my best to do American accent.
Yeah.
For you, so that you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I do know what you mean. Because I mean, it's like there's only so much you could do. Because what's interesting. I think it was in a book I read. I wish I could remember the name of the book because sometimes I can remember and sometimes I can't. But it was about the when kids are like babies, when they're first born, they actually can do anything with their mouth. They can make any sound. They can do anything. But because you grow up around a certain group of people, your mouth moves a certain way, and you start to learn different. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can't move. I can't move my mouth, but
it's actually fascinating to me because I mean, you think about it, like it's not actually about like it's more about nurture than nature. It's not, you'd think, it's because you're this
especially
race.
When they're young,
it's not about the race. It's actually about who you grow up around and how you learn to talk and where you grow up. But it's not the race. It's like where in particular. It's more about like the actual place.
Before 7 or 6 years old, right?
And it's so fundamental. I want to say like the first few, like 2 to 3 years I'm talking about, because it's when your mouth is first starting to move and make sounds and do all this. Because we're talking about like how if you were, maybe you can't make an R sound, or maybe it's an L sound, like maybe these sounds sound different. I mean, even people in the South, they say wash instead of wash. They say wash, which has never made any sense to me, because why would you say wash? But in their mind, that it's normal. And so I think it's just your mind starts to form. And actors are just really, really good at not doing that. I mean, you always see actors can break their accent and do other accents really well.
That's crazy.
It's really impressive. Especially I feel like when it's the reverse, like it's an American doing an English accent, because I feel like most of the time you see the opposite. Most of the time you get to see the like Australians doing English, or Australian doing American. You see like, what else? There's one you always see. Australian doing American, and then why am I forgetting?
Like a Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman.
Yep. Oh, Russell. Yeah, English. Anybody English. That's what I was going to say. Any English person is always British and Australian. You always see
Sean
them.
Connery.
And you always find out they're Australian, and you're like, what? Christian Bale's the one that you always see people, they never know that he's English, because he does so many movies. Every now and then so I feel like I can do. Have you ever seen Christian Bale talk in his normal accent?
Yeah.
So I feel like I can talk like Christian Bale. I don't know how I figured this out, but I'm pretty sure this is basically exactly how he talks, because it's kind of a deeper type of English accent. I can't do his English accent, which is funny. I can't do his when he's doing American, I can't do that, but I can do his normal voice, which most people don't know. Most people don't know his normal voice. Most people don't know that impressions. They're like, what are you even doing?
Honestly, that's my best take of American accent right now. Yeah, because I don't know. I feel kind of bad sometimes, especially on stage when I talk to bunch of American people.
Well, like I said, I feel like it adds to the persona. I feel like people all like they all know they're in on it.
But I feel like I'm culturally appropriating Americans.
You think so?
Yeah. Because without
not intentionally.
But for example, honestly, intentionally, because without my American accent, without my effort, I speak like that, because that's the most comfortable way to talk.
Yeah.
That's how I speak.
When you say speak like that, speak like what?
Speak my own voice with Japanese accent.
Yeah.
But nobody understand what I'm talking about if I talk like that. So
have you ever tried to like go full English accent? Have you ever went on a stage, or have you ever like tried to like mold your voice and try to talk in a proper English accent? Have you ever even actually? I would wonder how it would go if you tried to do it.
I don't know. I drive a Chevy Silverado.
There you go.
That's my best take.
That's not bad.
I used to date a girl from Texas.
I like how you go Southern. I like how you immediately, because I actually can do Southern too. Southern's one thing I feel like. So what I used to do is I would go on TikTok live, and you could just go on random people, and I would go and I would just say, hey, what's up? I'm from the South. Nice to meet you. You want me to freestyle rap for you? And then I do a freestyle rap, and I do it in my normal voice. And then after I'm done rapping, I go, what'd you think of it? You think it's good? You like my rap?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's the character.
Honestly, I went to New England for the first time. My buddy, gave me he told me New England accent. So I went to the Dunkin' Donut. And then I ordered in a drive-through with New England accent, so that.
What is the New England? Is it like
Boston? Let me get a medium ice regular.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I feel like my best example is in the movie The Departed, because that's like I remember seeing the bad Boston accent in that movie, and that's basically my best example.
So wicked.
That's the best thing I got is just this right here. Let me get a bagel. I think that's not very good. I know it's not that good. It's okay. Yeah. When I was in theater class in school, that was a scene I did. I was like I was a mafia boss, and it was just like a thing we did for like an assignment for the week, and I was poisoning the guy in front of me. I want to say it was called Joey's Poison. And folks, you can find the scene. You type it in and you can find it. It's like, I had to talk in my mafia voice. I had to talk like this, and you shouldn't have done it, Joey. You shouldn't have done it. One of my dreams is, maybe I'll be in a mafia movie one day. I feel like I'm not pursuing acting. It's just gonna find me. Someone's gonna cast me, and they're gonna be, oh, you're perfect.
I like it.
You're just what we're looking for.
I like it a lot. I love it. Yeah.
I don't want to audition for anything. I just want someone to walk up to me and go, you're exactly the guy.
I'm growing my hair right now so that I can be on Shogun too. Shogun the second.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm still
not
waiting
the first
for the
one,
offer.
not the remake. We're not doing a remake. We're going Shogun 2.
Shogun 2. Yeah,
Right.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
They're waiting for the call.
Yeah.
Where are they?
3,
I
1,
wonder
2,
what I want to be on the remake of. If I was going to be on a remake of anything, I get to star on it. That's actually a pretty good question. Like if you could pick any remake to be the star of, I kind of want to pick something good. Napoleon Dynamite. I would be I would want to be Napoleon Dynamite.
That's really cool, yeah.
Because that would be hard to pull off, but I think I could do it. But if I had to have a backup plan, Borat. I'll be the next Borat.
Really?
Sure.
In America or
Good question.
Or going to Kazakhstan?
Borat overseas.
Overseas.
That's great. Flip the script and go to the other countries. Yeah. And that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. I don't want to speak English
Borat
in front of a camera, so maybe in my case, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. That's actually a great choice.
Yeah.
I mean, do you a lot of physical comedy? Do you think you could pull off that level of physical comedy? Because it's all physical. Mr. Bean's one of the best physical comics of all time.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
I remember one of my teachers in school used to pull up Mr. Bean videos, and we just got to watch Mr. Bean for 20 minutes in class.
I have a great chiropractic doctor, so I have to go to him more often, and I have a chance to be like that.
That's a Mr. Bean skit right there, going to the chiropractor.
Yeah.
I can only imagine it, Mr. Bean in modern times would actually be really funny. There's so many things Mr. Bean could do. Because when's the last Mr. Bean movie? It's probably 10 years ago.
I think so. Like
Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Well,
there was the
Paris.
Yeah, there was this is worth looking up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look up the last Mr. Because I thought there was a holiday one, but I think I'm wrong. I think it was like Mr. Bean's Big Holiday or something.
He went to LA one,
Those movies are so awesome. All right, so the first one was 1997. I actually haven't seen that. Bean the movie.
I think
Mr.
I
Bean's
watched
Holiday. That's what I was thinking. That's 2007.
He fucked up. He fucked up the painting, I guess. Yes, this is 97.
That's the first one. I haven't seen that one.
And the second one is you said
Mr. Bean's Holiday. That's the one where he goes to another country, like you were saying. Though.
Yeah.
That's the one. And then I think that's it though. 2007. It's been almost 20 years.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
I was in high school.
We thought it was 10. 20 years is a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a long time. And Rowan Atkinson, he's still around. The actor who plays Mr. Bean.
Also, like Johnny English, he did a different character.
I've seen clips and like scenes from that. I still haven't seen the whole movie, and it's actually good that I haven't, because I recently watched a lot of the 007 movies, and that's really what they're making fun of. So it adds a lot when you actually have seen that. You get the whole, because he's really
smart,
like
and
Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
I mean, there was another thing, an American thing that did that. It was Steve Carell and Tina Fey, and that was a movie called Get Smart.
Oh yeah.
And that's basically the same idea.
It's
like
it.
Secret agents, but they're not actually
skinnier, right?
Yeah, and they're just messing everything up. I want to say that Steve Carell's the dumb one and Tina Fey's the smart one, is how it goes in the movie. But it was based on a show, which was the same thing. But I think it's all the same thing as the other thing.
Yeah. From the Second City.
Right.
From Second City.
Second City. But speaking of Second City too, I mean, like the history of Second City is crazy. I mean, I imagine you've probably, because I didn't even know this. I just found the book because I have all these books. It was the one, it's written by Del Close and Charna Halpern, if you know, the Origins, the improv one. So I didn't know they just give that out to everybody.
Oh, yeah?
Not Second City, but what's the other venue, the big improv venue?
IO?
IO, yeah, they give it out there. And it's that's probably the best breakdown of improv and just the beginning origins of improv I've ever seen, just in simple terms.
Established 1959.
And it's crazy to think that it really began just as a game. It kind of began as, we want to gamify this fun thing that we have. We want to turn it into something we can do over and over and for a crowd. Yeah. And that's how, like, I don't feel like most people even know what a herald is.
Yeah,
but that's like, to me, that's the concept of that is so cool. Just the idea that you can build something out of nothing, and that if you are in the same group mind as these people on stage, and it's not about the audience, it's about staying here with these people. If you can do that and you can guide towards something bigger, maybe you can make something happen to where everything comes together, and some people just happen to be really good at it. Then that's what improv is at its core.
And originally, improv was for like immigrants, especially.
Yes. Yep.
It's like me, who don't speak English well.
To give them a sense of like to help communicate,
and how to communicate, and sometimes they can be hero, right?
Yeah.
If they get spotted.
Yeah.
Spotlight.
Yeah, and I feel like it highlights individuality, but also it highlights individuality by the individuality supporting a group.
That's true, yeah.
Like, it's just, and what I also like about that book, and I think that it does so effectively, is it lays out this idea of improv being similar to life. Like, all of these principles and all these ideas that are in improv, it's just the fundamentals of life. Yeah. And what a lot of people that came out of Second City when it first began, that's what they said. Those people who went to SNL and all these big comics and all these big names that you recognize that are on the walls when you walk in there, they all say the same thing, that like, it's like I think Mike Myers, there's a big quote from him in the beginning. There's another quote from Chris Farley in there where it's about, once you understand the technique of improv and the ideas behind it and how to do that and the method, if you take that approach towards life itself, then life becomes easier. And I think that's just so true. And I remember reading
saying yes and I don't know.
Yes, exactly that. Like yes anding life. So if something happens to you, you don't say no but.
Jim Carrey movie.
Yeah. Well, you got to be careful. Not yes man. Not yes man. Yes and.
Yes and.
So let's say something bad happens. Like, give me an example. Give me just something bad happens to me. Like you give me an idea for something bad that could happen to me. Like, it happens to me tomorrow.
You get beaten up in the bar.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. So I get beaten up in the bar. So if I was going to yes and that, the first thing I'm going to do after I get beaten up, now, was I knocked out?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm waking up after
being positive, right? Yeah, positive.
I was beat up bad. So I'm waking up, I was knocked out. And I'm getting up, I'm looking around, got to be positive. So I'm probably going to think, oh man, I don't feel good. I'm going to go home. And probably for the first 20 minutes, I'm going to feel sore. I'm going to feel really bad. Maybe for the first 30 minutes. But after a while, I'm going to start moving around a little bit more. I'm going to start thinking, all right, you know what? Maybe this is life telling me not to go to the bar.
Yeah.
That's how you yes and that.
You go sober.
You know what? Yeah. Life was trying to tell me something. Maybe there was something in the universe happening here that I was supposed to be a part of, so that way I could learn. I think that's what you take out of bad situations. You have to go, okay, what's the best possible thing I can get out of this? How do I yes and this and take something good? Because it's very easy to say, oh my God, I just got beat up at the bar. My life sucks. That's the easier thing to say.
That's true.
Everything sucks. I just got beat up.
For example, that's true story happened to me. Like I got rear-ended.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
So you were in the back seat or you were driving?
I was in the back seat in Uber.
Okay.
So I flew to the passenger seat.
Oh no! So rear-ended hard.
Yeah. Then I got whiplash, but I could go to the hospital.
Were you wearing a seatbelt or no?
No, I've never used condom.
I respect that.
I'm Catholic, so
it's religious.
Yeah. So but I ain't got the health insurance here in America. So I was like, well, I don't know, my life sucks, right? But I say to myself, yes and, right? Because I'm from the second city, same shit. So
there we go, improv.
Yeah, then I realized,
as you smash it.
Yeah, wait a minute, Uber covers everything in that situation, right?
I feel bad for the driver. Honestly, that sucks. The whole thing sucks. Sucks for you. Sucks for him.
Definitely, he has insurance with Uber, so he didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
So
I think so.
I could go to the chiropractic, and my posture became better.
Yeah.
Also, 2 weeks before the accident, I played softball, 16-inch softball with Chicago comedians, which is pretty ridiculous. Like 16-inch softball, we are not allowed to use glove.
Oh.
Then Stephen Haas, the comedian.
Yeah.
His great line drive came to my finger. It was fractured, but I couldn't go to the hospital because I didn't have a health insurance. But Uber accident, I was like, there you go. I can go to the hospital. Then I said, hey, this is from Uber accident, and I got a bunch of money. Thank you, Stephen Haas.
I mean, all you need is a good Uber accident, maybe. I've always thought about that. Every time I get in an Uber, I'm always thinking, like, how do these guys not get in accidents? Because I'm always in a hurry when I'm in an Uber. I'm always getting an Uber as like I'm in the city, so I can take public transit. So I'm like in Chicago, especially where I'm at, I can take the red line a lot of the time. So why would I do anything else? But then it's like, maybe I'm rushing to the train station. I got to take the train, like the Amtrak train. Like I'm going to Michigan or something. Okay, I'm gonna take an Uber. And every time I'm thinking, like, if this Uber got in an accident, like, man, that would not be good. That wouldn't be good for any of us.
But sometimes I'm waiting for another hit.
Right, like I should be prepared for it.
Yeah,
because now I'm hearing it's possible. It can happen.
Yeah,
it happened to you.
Like a small, tiny accident is always welcomed.
I got a good accident when I was growing up. I was in middle school. I want to say 8th grade. And so this has to be around 2009, maybe 2010. And I'm in the car, and my sister's driving me home from school because she used to drive me home from school, which was awesome. I had an older sister who I didn't have to take the bus. She would give me a ride. That's Kids, cool. You understand how awesome that is. So if you remember being a child, you don't have to ride the school bus. You got to ride home.
Oh, cool.
Oh my gosh. That's the American dream. So,
wow.
Yeah. So I just remember being in the passenger seat. I was also not wearing a seatbelt, and we were the rear ender. So we were not the rear endee.
Oh.
We were the rear ender. And I remember we're coming up on the car, and the moment that we hit the car, my head, boom, slams that door, the dashboard. It slammed the dashboard like that. And if she was going faster, like maybe it would have really messed me up. I don't think I got a concussion, but I definitely hit my head pretty hard. Like I hit my head hard. And I remember even after it happened, we're standing outside, and like, her car's right here, the car we hit's right there, and then the school bus goes by.
Oh wow.
It's like poetry in motion.
Yeah.
You know?
You could hop on.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Hang on. So yeah, that was probably, I think that was my first real car accident. But I think I really agree with what you just said. I think everybody needs a good accident or two. Like today, literally before you got here, I told you already, I fell down and I hurt myself. And at first I was really frustrated, but eventually it's like every time this stuff happens to me, I find a way to yes and it, and I start to think, okay, maybe I need to appreciate all those times I feel good because I hate that I don't feel good right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like when you have this runny nose. Like maybe I need to appreciate every time my nose is not runny because this is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I
when
keep
you're
it
sick.
in my mind. Yeah.
So good accident. Everybody needs
sure.
a good accident. Because then like 2 weeks later, you remember. You're like, oh yeah, life was really bad a week ago. Like man, you don't even need a bad accident. You could have a light one. You could just like could do something embarrassing.
Yeah.
Spill something on something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's a light accident. But I feel like right now we're right about the end time, right?
Okay, yeah.
Unless you got more time. Are you out of time?
I have to leave it maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, perfect. So at the end of the show, we always do two things.
Yeah, let's do it.
The show's obviously for 3 to 5 year olds. That's my core audience. It's the children, That's a joke. Just so you know. I always say that. And I've noticed people don't always know that I'm joking. So it is not for children, but it is for children if you get what I mean. The kids love this show, and it's up to you to give them advice. It's up to you to tell the children what they can do after they get off the school bus. They take off their earbuds, their headphones, and they enter the real world reality. You give them a piece of wisdom, a piece of knowledge. You are a smart man. You've proved it throughout this hour. So now you must give them a little nugget of knowledge you've got contained within you. And also, the second thing, the social medias, where people can find you. This episode comes out like roughly a month from now. So if you got any shows, any events that you know you're going to be at, be sure to mention that. This is your time. Boom, the floor is yours.
Thank you. So first, let me teach you guys.
The children.
I mean, yeah. Okay, but let me share the social media first. My social media account on Instagram, Saku Yanagawa, SAKUYANAGAWA.
You could be a cheerleader.
Yeah, Saku_Yanagawa. But now is the time for me to teach kids how to make life better, right? It's really simple. Don't use social media.
Good one.
Yeah.
No one ever says that.
Don't follow my Instagram. Fuck this shit. This is the best way. Don't waste your time, watching my bullshit. Okay.
That was excellent. To tell the kids your social media and then immediately tell them not to use social media, not to follow you. That was great. I mean, I couldn't think of a better answer, honestly.
Nobody said the same thing before?
No one has ever said that.
Oh, really?
That actually might be the best ever. Okay. And I'm not even just saying that to make you feel good. Yeah. Like, you found a way to connect the two, and no one ever does that.
No, thank you so much.
Genius.
Yeah.
So, thank you for being here, man.
Thanks so much.
And honestly, I should say, too, right before we get out of here, I've seen you live. I saw you live at Laugh Factory. You're really funny. I feel like you have a really good stage presence.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think that you, even just from the clips I've seen of you online, I think that you're one of those people where, I mean, you've done comedy for 15 years, so I'm sure you're used to doing it now. But you're just yourself, and I can tell by talking to you that you're yourself. And those comics to me are the best comics.
Oh, wow.
Like the ones where if they do a podcast or something, they're not being a different person so much as just being kind of the same person you see on stage. Because those people, I tend to feel, I just connect with them the most. And I think audiences connect with those comics the most when they're just being yourself.
Amazing.
And it's really you. And I think you really do that.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, man.
Thanks so much for having me. Thank you.
And that's been all, folks, here on Radio. Clocking out.
Thank you so much.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock. Missed the whole time, holy fell through the flock. That's an ordinary miracle, wealth to the block. It's a balance in the character that's calm and collect. It's apparent his caricature is lost in the